Alright guys, today we're going to add cruise control to this 2002 8.1 C3500HD. Which is nice about these new ones is that since these guys are computer controlled, all you need to do is pretty much switch out the assembly from the one that doesn't have cruise control to the one that does. As you can see right there, has set cruise and all that. The computer is already programmed to accept it. In this case, this is the base model, no AC, so this one didn't come with it. Plus it looks really crusty. This little seal is done, but yeah. Anyways, let's get to it. So you're gonna need a, what is this? A T25 Torx bit. Take off these two screws that are down here, and let me continue working on it. We're gonna take this cover off. All right. So when you pop those screws off, watch out because there's two hooks in the back, so you just kind of have to like push it back and then drop and then push back, and it will drop it the rest of the way. But that reveals the rest of the assembly right there. So let's continue. I lied. You also have to take out the steering wheel, so that's gonna be my reference when I put it back on. It is cocked, so that I have to be aware of that. But yes, you do have to take out the steering wheel because there is a screw right here behind this assembly that you need to get to. So let me go get that. All right, to take off the nut on the steering wheel, you're gonna need a 13/16 socket. It comes out pretty easily. Now you're gonna need to have the tool to actually thread into those two holes and pull the steering wheel out. So I'm gonna go do that too. And the tool I'm gonna use to remove the steering wheel is called the steering wheel remover set by Pittsburgh off Harbor Freight. So it's like things like 15 bucks. And when you get it set up to pull, it should be like this. I would recommend marking a red dot with red paint on the threads and on the actual steering wheel. That way you put it on exactly how it came off. All right, once you have the steering wheel off, you're gonna have it something like this. Now you gotta take this cover off. You are gonna need a 5/32 socket, star bit, to take off this little bolt right here that threads into that plastic insert. I don't know if you can see it, but it's moving. So that's going, and right there. You can see it moving right there. So we're done with that one. Let me see if there's another one over here. I'm pretty sure it's that little guy right there. All right, once you get that cover off, it'll be exposed like this. It'll be not dark and nasty. This used to be an AT&T service truck, so I'm guessing the workers either ate over the steering wheel or there was mice in here. I don't know, something happened, but just gonna get this assembly off. I may have to take this guy off, but it looks like I have the direct access to that bolt and that one, which is all I really need to get access to. So if I don't have to mess with this, great. I don't want to take that off. And the same T25 that you use to take off the other stuff will fit on this one too. So let's take that guy off. Oh my lord. Okay, there we go. That's pretty good. All right, let me finish taking that off. Once you take those two T25s off, it'll come off like this, and we'll continue. As you can see, it's kind of similar to the other one. This is a Chinese one, so if it breaks, you know, it's shame on me. If I was any smarter of a man, I would have, you know, fixed this cylinder lock. That's kind of messed up, but it works for now, so we'll change that out later. But yeah, let's continue. It got hot and it didn't want to let me record the rest, but there's this 7mm screw that holds this harness up into this bracket right here. So you just take that out, drop the harness as so. You'll pull it up just slightly to where it clears this. After which you're gonna, these just slide down. So these little harness pieces, they just slide into these brackets and then lock themselves in right here. This green one wraps around the column into a switch over here that you have to take this little green pin out before you can pull it out. If you don't take this pin out, it won't let you depress this guy right here, that guy, to slide out. So just if you don't figure out where this is going, it's just a switch underneath the column somewhere back there. So yeah, this is the old one. The old one's out. Now the new one is pretty easy now. It just slides into these grooves like I mentioned earlier. Let me get that installed. All right, once you get it looped back in and you go over the hose, the air hose, it goes over and drops down. You just bolt it back into its bracket. As you can see, this is staggered, so this is lower, that's higher, and then the screw goes back in that into its respective hole there. I just need to plug this little guy in back into whatever sensor goes, and then we'll continue. All right, and that's all installed with the wire routed over. You can see the little red and green and black. 7mm bolt, screw back in, and this is all tightened down. So now that's done, and I'm going to verify at least one of the things work by That works. That didn't used to work, so that's kind of nice. And that looks a lot better than that crusty one right there, see? So, alright. Alright, before I cinch everything down, let's see if everything works. Alright, gauges are online. That works. Turn signal. That one, I have I guess a short somewhere there. Alright, nice. That works. Oh, nice. I didn't know those worked. Sweet. Okay, and then everything else. Okay, and then cruise control. Let's see if the light comes on. Okay, I don't know if cruise control is working or the light is out. Alright, so I'm about to test that. Alright, so I need to test that part out, but let me put everything back up. Alright, the whole assembly's put back on. At least this, it's just the 2 bolts, the one that goes inside. Now I just gotta put the steering wheel back on. Let's get that done. As you can see, painting the threads and the steering wheel makes it lining it up on the way back a lot easier. This is already clocked too. So like you see the little line on the shaft, and there's a little line where that red spot is, so they're kind of lined up already, but just in case, it's just a good habit to do that. It doesn't hurt anything. So I'm just going to put this back on. As you can see, it's tightening down. There's a couple threads showing, so that's for my security. If it does wiggle out, I at least wanted to have a few threads to grab before it completely gives out. And it still plays. It's seated pretty well in there. So alright, now we just need to put that cover back on, and this should be done. I'm going to take it for a test drive. I just did the oil change too, so it's a good time to circulate some oil. Alright, and that's it. That's pretty much all it is. Now I'm just going to take it for a test drive and see if all that, I didn't just do all that work for no reason. So let's do that. Alright, sweet, it worked. See, I'm not pressing the gas pedal at all with my foot. I'm going a consistent 35 miles per hour, and it's on. So sweet, now I got cruise control. That's pretty cool. So I took it for a long road trip, and this was kind of a pain to just hold. So now if I press a brake, I start slowing down, and if I let go, it won't pick up. All right, so that was definitely worth the hour it took to install. All right, guys, that's how you do it.